When I was growing up, I think I misconstrued what failure was. I didn't understand what failure was. I didn't understand what positively talking to yourself was. I also didn't understand what success was either. And throughout the process of growing up and maturing and learning from my mistakes and learning how to learn from my success and learn from my failures, I realized that switching from the mindset of saying, what if I can't, to now thinking, what if I can? And always trying to find that positive, even in your negative moments, even in your negative thoughts. It allowed me to grow. It allowed me to see the things that I needed to improve on. It allowed me to see the things that were hindering me from my success, which would probably fall in the same category as what I can improve on. But it just opened my mind to a new thought process. It opened my mind to not be as selfish about what it is that I need to improve on. I think sometimes we can get in our own way. We we're prideful, and sometimes we think we are. Not gonna say we think we're perfect, but we think we don't have anything that we need to work on. And honestly, nobody is at that point where they don't have anything they need to work on. And realizing that when I switched my mindset from what if I can't to what if I can, my confidence in the things that I was doing changed. You know, playing college football or playing football in general, I should say, dealing with football, you have ups and downs a lot of times. Each and every day you probably go work out. Each and every day you probably go out there and you practice. You might drop a ball here, you might miss a tackle there, you might miss an assignment here, and you have to learn from that situation immediately. You have to capitalize and correct it and make up for it on the next play. Not necessarily make up for it, but not make the same mistake twice, right? Um, and I think realizing that football is forever changing. It's it's not a game that stays the same. The plays are not the same. The scheme is not the same. It's every week it's changing, right? And the most frustrating part about it was that you have to learn all that information. You have to absorb it. You have to be able to turn around and articulate it, not to yourself, well, not to other people, but to yourself, so that you can understand the scheme that's going on this week, or understand that the opponent you're playing. I mean, it's the same for any other sport, right? Um, and I think I used to be so discouraged. Like, what if I can't remember these plays? What if I can't go out here and block this person? Or what if I can't make this particular move to get open on this play? And I was so young. And I think some of it was attributed to the fact that I had never played the position that I was playing in college, except for, going to camp and trying to get recruited. Uh, and I think for so long I held myself back by, always thinking, what if I can't? What if I can't? What if I can't? And up to that point, it was never, what if I can't? It was like, I know I can do that. I know I can do that. And it was just the way I spoke to myself, it created this bubble of like self doubt that I just walked around with. And it was just like forever present. And it was just always taking up my time. And, realizing that at one little shift in my mindset started to change the way that I worked towards my goals, the way that I thought about my goals, the way that I woke up in the morning with a certain type of energy. Like, I didn't wake up and like, oh man, another day. Nah, I would wake up and I'd be like, man, it's another day, another opportunity. I get the chance to get better. I'm 1% better. I didn't understand what 1% better even looked like until that particular time. But understanding that 1% look better is just making one decision today that's going to help me for better tomorrow, and then tomorrow I'm making two decisions, and then the day after that I make three decisions. And it's not to say that you have to make a multitude of decisions all at once. It's just saying one day, the next day, the second day, and the third day, and in those 3 days you should have made three decisions that changed something that you normally didn't do, right? Now you've taken that what if I can mindset and you've gotten better at 3% in 3 days, right? Maybe the fourth day you do three extra things and now you're 6% better. 1% is not saying that you have to go out there and move mountains and cut down trees and build a whole new house in order to be 1%. I'm just saying, if you can switch your mindset from what if I can't to what if I can, your ceiling goes from above your head to limitless. Now you tell me what sounds better, right? Because I know for me, personally, it's just, I don't want the limitations on who I can become, my life, or anything. Like, I want my success and my failures to be determined by me. And if I can determine my success and my failures by the way that I talk to myself, then of course I'm always up for a change. I'm always up for something that's new. You know, I can only control how I respond to my failures. I can only control how, my actions towards those failures. Like, do I mope around? Do I allow myself to be mad and frustrated about something that I may or may not be able to control? If I can control it, no, I'm not mad about it. I understand. I learn from the mistake. Hey, this is what I can do different next time. It's no point in holding on to that. The moment's done. It's already past me. The only thing that I can do is prepare for the next moment, prepare for my next opportunity, so that when that time comes, I'm able to capitalize on it. I'm able to make the most of that. I'm able to change, my trajectory in life of being in the same place to now being in a better place to being where I want to be, right? And all I can say to that is, in order to get the things that you want, you have to shift your mindset. What if I can't to what if I can? You're only going to get the things that you get out of life. The only things you're going to get out of life are the things that you put in. So if you constantly putting in self-doubt, you're only going to get a self-doubt result back. If you're constantly putting in confidence, you constantly putting in the work, you constantly going to the gym every day. And listen, this is what I don't want to get misconstrued. Like, yes, it's going to be hard. Yes, you're going to want to stop and quit and take some time off. Yes, you're not going to want to continuously do it over and over and over again. But like at the end of the day, like you literally have to just stay focused and stay driven on your goals and who you want to become. Because if you can't stay focused, you can't stay driven, then it's like, what are you switching your mindset for? What are you trying for? Because like, listen, if you think you're going to get in, it's going to be all sunshine and rainbows, you're fooling yourself. It's gonna be hard times. It's gonna be very, very hard times. Like, it's gonna be days where you don't feel like rolling out the bed. It's gonna be days where you don't feel like doing nothing but what satisfies you. And sometimes that is okay. That's not always a bad thing. Sometimes just going out there and, sometimes doing you for the day is okay. Like, I'm not saying that day is not necessary. It is. It's necessary to reset yourself, to recenter who you are, to find out that, hey, you can really take that day as a reflection day and see like, hey, is that shift in my mindset really working for me? Is that shift in my mindset helping me, encourage myself to give myself more self-confidence? If not, that's when you go in and you adjust. How am I talking to myself? And I mean, should I start doing daily affirmations? Should I start writing down my goals and my dreams so I can see them every day? Although you should be doing that already. Should I, do I have to make a checklist to make sure I get these things done? I mean, if that works for you, and if that's something that you feel like you struggle with, remembering exactly what it is that you need to do to achieve those goals. Like, at the end of the day, you have to do what's best for you. And it doesn't matter if it's popular or unpopular. Because at the end of the day, again, at the end of the day, in this world, when it's all said and done, the only person that you can be mad at for not achieving the things that you want to achieve is yourself. It is yourself. You know, if you put all the energy that you have into doubting who you are, to constantly asking yourself, what if I can't? What if I can't? What if I can't? You put that energy into what if I can? You put that energy into what if I can and not in what if I can't. Watch how that can change for you. Watch how those doors open for you. We're no longer knocking on doors. We're kicking them in. We're no longer peeping our head in trying to see who behind it. No, we're going to break their nose if they too close to the door, because we're kicking the door in of opportunity. We're kicking the door in of confidence. We're kicking the door in of no longer self-doubting ourselves. We're kicking the door in of greatness, because that's what we're destined for. That's what we're here for, change. We're not here to stay the same. That's why you're watching the video in the first place, right? So come on, join the journey, change your life, believe in who you are. What if I can? What if I can? What if I can? That's all I'm saying.